Two teams harboring distinct ambitions. Odisha FC will be going for all those 3 points today up for grab. It's an Odisha derby here today at the Capital Football Arena. Odisha FC taking on Sports Odisha. For the first time, Odisha FC features in the second phase of the IWL this season. And what a campaign they've had. 5 victories, 1 draw, undefeated so far as we take you through the locker room of the home side. Indumati, Ventington, Lindacom, Pyari, they're all in sublime form. Have managed 5 clean sheets so far. Here are the players arriving to the stadium. As you can see, Grace Honhar getting off the team bus. Have maintained 5 clean sheets so far. I'm pretty sure they will be up and running in this fixture as well. We've had a chat with their head coach before the kickoff, and here's what she had to say.
जी हमारा मेन एम तो ये कि हम लोग 3 पॉइंट्स लेके यहाँ से निकले। हाँ, एक मिडफील्ड में चेंज किया हम लोग, कार्तिका के जगह पर बनिया को रखा है। सेम फॉर्मेशन सेम ही है, 4-3-3। स्पोर्ट्स ओडिशा जो है पहले भी हम लोग उसके साथ मैच खेल चुके हैं और उस टाइम का और अब तक का परफॉर्मेंस में उनका बहुत डिफरेंस है। ग्रेजुअली वो लोग बहुत इम्प्रूव किया है, तो उस हिसाब से हम लोग प्लान किए हैं कि उनके अगेंस्ट में कैसे खेलें और 3 पॉइंट लेके यहाँ से जाएं।
The head coach of Odisha FC there, talking about the reverse fixture. It was one-way traffic when these two teams met on 15th of December. Odisha FC winning that game by 4-0. Goals coming in from Manisha Panna, Malti Munda and Winting with a brace. Here's Sports Odisha getting off from their team bus. They'll be up against a very solid side in Odisha FC. They'll be hoping for a better show today because they haven't turned up so far in this campaign. And we did speak to Promita Sith before the kickoff, and here's what she's thought about this fixture.
Good afternoon. We'll go for 3 points today. We'll go after the match. Once it will start, we'll think about that because we have already planned according to our opponent. No, there is no changes. We'll start with 4-4-2. Later on, we'll see.
Thank you, coach.
Well, both the coaches there want to go for those 3 points. Of course, Odisha FC, a win here for them will ensure their move to the top of the table. Gokulam with a victory yesterday evening perhaps took that position from Odisha FC. They've still got 2 games under their belt, and it's going to be a start of the second phase for these girls in black and purple. I'm your commentator Junaid, and I'll be alongside Chakraborty for this fixture. Before that, we'll have a quick look at the starting 11 for Odisha FC. Huda, as always, starts in the goal. Astam, Manisha, Kishan, and Sanju in the backline. Banya gets the game today. Linda, Grace, and Indumati Kathiresan through the middle. Pyari and Vinting will lead their line. It's going to be a very interesting game, Swapnamoy. How excited are you for this? Because Odisha FC, we all know what they bring to the table. They've been absolutely magnificent right throughout this competition. And Sports Odisha will have a huge task to deal with.
Here's the lineup.
There's a
Getting Circle on the goal, then Naik, Jansi, Halda Mutari, Sakho, Mins, Kishan, Hembram, and Kumari and Naik. So definitely this match is going to be very much exciting. Panomita Sid will be the coach, and this team, if you look at Odisha FC, they will be hungry to win this one out, because if you look at the current scenario, Gokulam Kerala FC has already gone to the top, and this match is an absolute winning match for this Odisha FC team. So definitely they will give up everything. Just look at the points table. Gokulam Kerala FC at the top, then Odisha FC, Kickstart FC, Hops FC, Setu FC, East Bengal at the sixth position, and followed by Sports Odisha. So it's the battle between the bottom place team versus the number two. But we have seen much of a surprises in this Indian Women's League, and we will hope that to happen in this match also. So let's hope for the match. The players are coming out. So Junaid, what are your expectations from this match?
It's a long walk to the middle of the park as both these teams gear up. Sports Odisha will have to punch above their weight. Odisha FC, with as many as 9 internationals in their ranks, there's no shortage of class and quality. Stars across the entire pitch for Odisha FC. It's been a week of derbies. One derby played out last night at the ISL, and here's Odisha derby today. Odisha FC taking on Sports Odisha. Refereeing contingent would be led by Ranjita Devi, Prasila Tama, and Roshni Channu would be the assistants. Mahi Turu would serve her duties as the fourth official for this fixture. There's the confirmation again. Ranjita Devi picture. Photo ops before the all-important kickoff. We've had a good break. Odisha FC were frustrated in their previous fixture by kickstart. Did manage to salvage a point. Got a couple of decent opportunities in the first half as well, and one in the second. There's Manisha Panna, Monica Minj, along with the refs for the toss. Looks like Monica has won it, and she has chosen the side. They'll have to come good. Sports Odisha haven't seen them getting off the strides as yet. The defense hasn't been that good. Conceded 18 goals so far, scored only 2. They'll try and maintain their shape in the back line, especially in the early parts of the game, because these girls in black and purple going forward are absolutely threatening. Coming back to your point, Swapnamoy, is going to be a good game. We'll have to see how long Sports Odisha will try and stay in the competition, because like I said, Odisha FC, they are definitely one of the firm favorites to go all the way and win the league this season. But like you mentioned, you never know. It's a game of football. But they've got all the firepower to get the job done, Odisha FC. Indumathika Thuresan, she's been brilliant right throughout with her distributions of the ball. I've got Pyari and Binting involved in the game, utilizing both the flanks. Linda Com has scored a couple in this season. Pyari, of course, has scored 3. Scored 12 so far, conceded only 1. We'll definitely like to add a few more to their tally going into the business stage of the competition.
30 seconds.
30 seconds is what we are hearing. It's a bright day out here in Bhubaneswar, and you can hear the drums in the background for this Odisha derby. The reverse fixture, like I mentioned earlier, was completely in favor of Odisha FC, beating Sports Odisha by 4-0. And off we go here at the Capital Football Arena. Odisha FC going from right to left on your screens. One change for both the teams. Karthika Angamutu sitting out, and Banya Kabiraj gets the game in. For Sports Odisha, it's Deepa Nayak who's been benched for this fixture, and Subhadra Sahu takes her place. It's going to be a decent game, Swapnamoy, because, of course, going forward, Odisha FC are definitely one of the sides to watch, or have been a sides to watch this season. Throw in for Sports Odisha. That's going to be a goal kick. And what a campaign Shreya Hura has had so far. 5 clean sheets to her credit. That back line has been absolutely brilliant. She's got the help of Manisha Panna, Astam, as well as Sanju Yadav. Julie Kishan has been in and out. This is much better from Sports Odisha. They've been guilty of giving away the ball. They haven't got that passing game going. They've got dispossessed quite a bit in all the fixtures they've played so far. There's Winting on the ball. Looks like she was flagged offside. Sanju Yadav. Second ball is a shout. Here's Banya Kabiraj. Goes back to Aston. Race on her. Karthika getting it away from the defense. Stumbles in the way, and back with Banya, who drills one through to find the run of Winting Tung, and she has been flagged offside again. Three minutes into the game, Swapnamoy, and there's been a sedate start. Of course, still early days. But yes, Odisha FC, as always, are looking way too comfortable on the ball. John with this one. It's always good to have a decent turnout, and you can hear the sounds of the drums in the background. Sporting Pretty sure both the sets of players, because both the teams are based out of Odisha. Sanju Yadav asking for the ball there. Manisha Nayak. Manisha with a good goal against Hops FC. Have been able to salvage 2 points so far. Sports Odisha. Clearance falls out for Gunting, who stumbles and goes to the ground. Here's Sanju Yadav making that run inside. Can she get the cross? Squares it in. Well fended out by Sports Odisha. Early signs of threat coming in from the girls in black and purple. Sanju Yadav with a good run. First corner of the game for Odisha FC. Winting keeps it short. Gets it inside, goes through with a strike. Was coming from an offside position there, Grace Honhar. Flag was up. Perhaps was letting it go through. Maybe could have got a deft touch to it. Manya Kabiraj for Linda Com. Bruta loses out to Winting. Keeps it nice and low. Good ball coming in from Indumati. Back again with Wintung. Inside the box, tries to go down to the far post to find Pyari there. Pyari turns away. Grace Honor with a lob. Cleared by Mruta again. Panya Kabiraj for Aston. Decides to go back. Julie to Manisha. Manisha to Sanju. It's a good ball for Indumati, who stayed on side. Getting inside the box. Squares it up. Chance and a goal. Slotted home by Linda Com. And Odisha FC have started this encounter in the 5th gear already. A delightful ball coming in. Indumati Katurasan. Bursting run inside the box. Squares it up nicely for Linda Com. And all she had to do was beat the goalkeeper. Good start for Odisha FC. Indumati Katurasan, as always, sublime, majestic. There's Odisha FC again. Cut out by the defense this time. Rashmi. More of a hit and hope there. Falls back for Sports Odisha. Here's Manisha Nayak. Grace Honor wins it back. Indumati on the ball again. Weighing her options. Falls for Winting. Good first touch there. Gets it away from the defense. A heavy touch perhaps. Makes Moody Cummins wins it back. Sanju Yadav gets it away. Back again from the left inside the box. Early pressure being exerted by the girls in black and purple. They've been a team to watch out for this season and are playing like one. Manisha Nayak gets it in, tries to get the cross away. Manisha Panna gets it. Winting gets dispossessed there. Subrata Sahu. A bad giveaway there by Subrata. They'll have to try and be in the game for as long as they can. Sports Odisha. They've made a habit, Odisha FC, to try and see games out early as possible. especially when they are playing teams that are at the bottom of the table. Here's Pyari. Getting away from the defense, gets it inside. Probably would have hoped for one thing to be there on the far post. So 10 minutes in, Swapnamoy. Odisha FC already a goal up. How do they see this panning out for the first half?
Already 10 minutes is over, and if you look at the way Odisha is playing the flanks very well, just look at the way they're taking the ball over the flanks, they are trying to maintain the not truly just during the goal, just look at the that cross was made, and it was very difficult for the defense to allow. Then that's the reason why they are up. So this is the reason why they are in the table. Just look at the play. Just look at the combination, making the run, all and a player is there always at the right time at the right position, and this thing is very much crucial in a game like football. So again, look at how they're controlling the ball. It's Sports Odisha. Sports Odisha, they are pressuring for. They don't have enough prowess or enough thing to counter, and that's the reason why they are. So, Junaid, I have a question for you. How you are predicting this game to get progress? Because already Sports Odisha are won by a goal. This match can be absolutely this is in Odisha FC's favor. So, how you are approaching this game? Can we see more goals, or can Sports Odisha to make some changes?
There will certainly be more goals because Odisha FC, they are a pretty strong side going forward, and especially with the way Sports Odisha have been struggling right since the get-go in this competition. They have conceded, it was the 19th goal they've conceded in this game, and we'll have to try and maintain that composure, get that combination going, get that communication going perhaps in the back line and the goalkeeper. Like I said earlier, we'll have to try dig deep. Manish Tapanna for Sanju Yadav. There's Pyari. Yes, dispossessed. Subrata Sahu trying to get Rashmi involved there again, giving away the possession. Indumati with a delightful ball. Can Pyari get to the end of it? Subrata is giving it a chase. Pyari eventually gets there. A brilliant tackle coming in from the defense there. She stayed onside this time when Ting Tung cuts it back. In fact, ends up side netting it. "14 minutes into the first half, and Odisha FC are leading the game by a goal to nil. They need those 3 points to solidify their position at the top of the table." Rashmi for Manisha Nayak. Race on her there, along with Asta Murang, trying to close her down. There's no way Subrata Sahu could have chased that down. Shreya trying to play out from the back. Grace on her. for Shreya Hura again. Yes, Pyari. Pyari again. It's going to be a throw-in for Odisha FC. Indumati for Link.com. Back with Indumati. Another delightful touch there, perhaps. Got a bit more weight behind that one and goes straight through to Adrija this time. So 16 minutes into the contest, Swapnamoy, and we haven't seen any chance being created by Sports Odisha so far. Good turn from Pyari. Trying to go all the way on her own. Pyari gets away from the defense. Goes to the ground eventually, and that's going to be a foul. And a free kick for Odisha FC. It's going to be Vinting behind this one. So he scored 3 goals in this campaign so far. Vinting Tong, one of the most experienced players out there on the pitch. Vinting goes through with a strike. Straight at Adrija, perhaps. Just had to move towards her left and collects it quite comfortably in the end. Here's Grace. Starting up from the back again, Sports Odisha. Monica Mins goes to the left. Trying to release Manisha Nayak there, Sumitra Hembram. Back with Rashmi. Good first touch there. Goes through with a strike. Was in no position whatsoever to strike from there on. 19 minutes into the contest, and Odisha FC are leading the game quite comfortably. Pressure on the defense there. Pyari trying to win it back. They survived somehow. Indumati there was up in her arms. Julie Kishan. Trying to utilize the right flank this time. Gets it in towards Linda. Well marshaled out in the end by the defense. They win it back eventually. Grace on the ball. There's a run coming in from Sanju there. Subrata for Manisha. It's a good ball. Has she stayed onside there? Monica Mins trying to get it inside. Up against Sanju Yadav there on the right. Goes back to Subrata from the distance. It's never going to make it. "20 minutes into the contest, Swapnamoy, and looks like it's just being Odisha FC at the moment, because Sports Odisha haven't created chances of their own, because we haven't seen that ball progression coming into the final third so far.
Yeah, definitely. Still now, whatever match has been played, if you look at the way they're playing, Sports Odisha is completely just they are not successful in getting control over the midfield. And the team that will take control over the midfield, they will definitely be the one who will attack the most. Interestingly, if you look at the way Pyari Zaga, he is combining with Wind and the two wingers. They're constantly shifting their position, and it's becoming very much difficult for the opposition to mark them. Just look at that thing, how the Tussle was there. And currently we are seeing Sports Odisha going on a counter. This can be a great chance there, but good covering there by the Odisha FC defenders. So what I was telling, both of them are playing excellently. And the way Odisha FC team, they're combining well, this shows why they are the second team in this entire IWL table. And we should look at how they are playing, how they are trying to maintain their distance. Another chance there for Sports Odisha, but that was not him thrown in favor of Odisha FC. So Odisha FC now has the ball. That ball. Just look at the difference between these two teams. On one hand, Odisha FC, they're trying to maintain the possession of the ball. Just she is definitely the deciding factor of this Odisha FC team. Just look at the way she is cutting in. This can be a chance. Sharp but blocked. So another interesting question for you, Junaid. How are you seeing combination between and Pyari Zaga being important in entire IWL till now?
They've been brilliant right throughout, Pyari as well as Winthingtung, because it's all about the build-up from the back for Odisha FC. It's from Shreya Huda through to Grace Honor. There's Indumati who receives it, and then it's either to the right or left. They get Pyari and Winthing involved, make those runs and get those crosses in. They've relied heavily on getting the ball inside the box from the crosses. They've been solid up until now, Odisha FC. There's Monica. Pyari there trying to get off from Amruta's feet. Rashmi trying to shield it, does well. Falls out for Amruta, who tries to release Manisha Nayak there. From the right, the flag was up. We'll have to try and take control of the ball, Sports Odisha. Yes, dispossessed. Aston wins it back. Rashmi for Monica Mitz. Shifts it to the left. There's Sumitra. Goes through with a strike. Tried to go from the distance a couple of times. Sports Odisha. Here's Subrata Sahu. For Janvi. Gets dispossessed, wins it back. Rashmi getting it inside. Wanted to get Subhatra Sahu involved from the left there, but was always going wide. Shreya. There's Indumati. messed up. We haven't seen that progression of the ball coming in from Sports Odisha Swapnamoy because it's been 25 minutes. There hasn't been clear-cut chances created. They have struggled right throughout the competition, and well, they'll have to try and get better. They are definitely have done slightly better from the way they started this edition of the IWL, but you'll have
Yeah,
to try and
definitely.
improve every day.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the way Sports Odisha is trying, they are trying to get hold of the ball. They are trying to get hold of the things. But look at the way Odisha FC is defending. Just this can be a great chance. Ball tell it to the right wing. Player will come there and she clears it. That's excellent clearance down there. So Junaid, an interesting question for you. How you were seeing this Sports Odisha team? What changes do you do to get back in this match?
But they'll have to try and keep the ball at the moment because they are giving away the ball fairly cheaply at times, and we haven't seen those passes. Like I've said, haven't controlled the game. You move the ball fast is what I can suggest at the moment, but it's just been one-way traffic. Whenever they have got the ball to the left or right, they have tried and create opportunities. There's another one for Odisha FC. Puri with that cross inside the box, and looks like Linda has gone down on the ground there. Looks to be in some pain. Linda Combe got an early goal today, and that's what separates both these teams at the 28th minute mark. They've had a pretty good day yesterday. The Odisha FC players, 9 from their squad, have been called up for the national duty. It's a team filled with internationals. So, 28 minutes into the game, and Odisha FC leading by a slender margin of a goal to nil. We've had quite a few chances. Here's Indumati Kathiresan squaring it up nicely. Was unmarked there. Linda Combe with a dash inside the box and slotted home for an early lead in the contest. I suppose Odisha will have to keep moving the ball pretty quick, Swapnamoy, because at the moment, all the position is being enjoyed by Odisha FC, and Sports Odisha haven't done anything tangible so far in this game. Miss Puri. crisp play there to get the ball out. Is Asta. Winting Tung on the right. There's Aston there, giving it back to Winting. Goes through from the distance there to try and test out the goalkeeper. 62% of the ball is being enjoyed by Odisha FC. Sports Odisha through Amruta. Yes, Sumitra finds Rashmi. Rashmi lays it off beautifully for Manisha Nayak, who cuts it inside the box. No presence of a red shirt there, and out comes Odisha FC again. This time from the left through Sanju Yadav. Yari. Janvi there. Manisha and Rashmi. Rashmi with her left, trying to go from outside the box. They've had 4 shots, but nothing coming from there on Sports Odisha. They'll have to try and test Shreya Huda as much as possible. Conceded just 1 and maintained 4 clean sheets so far. Perhaps 5 clean sheets in the first 6 games. Be away from the defense is what you heard from one of the head coaches down there. Sumitra. Bit of a heavy touch there. Does it enough for Odisha FC to get the ball away. Winting giving it a chase, trying to close it as Ratna Halder. Gets it in the box eventually, but there was no run there, perhaps a bit late coming in from Linda Com. "33 minutes into the first half, Swapnamoy, and we haven't seen any sort of tangible threats coming in from Sports Odisha up until now."
You asked me a question a few minutes ago that what Odisha actually should do, Sports Odisha. That was an excellent ball, but unfortunately there was no one at the 6-yard box. So basically they need to gain control over the midfield, and they are lacking someone who can do that thing at the middle of the park. So I think Sports Odisha coach, she can think of someone else to place in that position. But definitely they have defended brilliantly till now. Only 1 goal that was also scored from individual brilliance. But I think the 2 wing backs are faulting a little bit when they're going up on attack and when they're returning. The time is not properly coordinated, for which it's allowing a large space for the Odisha FC players to play there, and that's creating all kinds of trouble for them. So definitely, I think in the second half we may see some new faces coming in for Sports Odisha, who will be there at the middle of the park, will control the game, will jam up the midfield. On that's not a good sign. A player of Sports Odisha is being stretched off the field. She had received a serious injury, it looks like. And this is the player I am talking about. She is everywhere in the field, be it in the midfield, be it in the attack. She's controlling the game like anything. So definitely this Odisha FC, this Pyari Zaza Win, and all of the other players, they're combining very well in this match. And that's the key to their. Just look at this one. Mathila, he went into the box. That was excellent ball, and he just placed it at the right position at the right time. So that was an excellent goal that we seen. That was a piece of beauty, and she should definitely like to look at the replays again and again and again. So definitely Linda Com, one of the best Indian strikers I have seen in the women's field till now, and she's one of the emerging talents. So it will not be a surprise to me if I see her in the national team in the next 2 to 3 years. So let's see how things progresses for her. She's still a little bit young, but definitely she's one of the best for this Odisha FC team. Junaid, another important thing you should have noticed that when she went in, the two players were standing behind him, and none of them marked her properly. So these are very small things, but this thing should be taken care of by Sports Odisha. Corner delivered towards the second post, but there was no one. But still, Odisha FC can create danger from it. This can be a danger, and that one cleared away. Oh, there's a mistake there, and that's the corner. So this kind of small defensive mistake, Junaid, if you see here, this are creating a lots and lots of troubles for the Sports Odisha team. So I think they should play a little bit more cautiously, Junaid.
It's going to be a corner for Odisha FC. Ashton scored thrice in the first phase of the IWL from set pieces, from corners perhaps. In comes the ball, has to go up, chance, another one. And Sports Odisha somehow survive. It looked like it would land in the back of the net. A good header coming in, perhaps it was Winting Tung. Julie Kishan did well to try and shield it and get the ball back. Right, Sanju Yadav with the throw-in. Back with Sanju. Nicked away by Subrata. Here's a Sumitra on the counter for Sports Odisha. Deepa Nayak has replaced injured Monica Mins on the field. Winting with a long ball, trying to find the run of Pyari. Was nearly there, well read by Adrija. Back comes Sports Odisha again. From the right through Deepa Nayak. Trying to lob it over Amruta there, Pyari. It's Julie Kishan. Towards the right for Astam. Keeps it nice and low for Winting. Back with Astam. Goes over to find Winting again. Winting has got options waiting in the middle. In comes the ball and was always going over Indumati and Linda Com there. Deepa gets dispossessed. Pyari even slid back. Linda for Odisha FC again. Sumitra comes up with the ball. Sumitra to Rashmi. Plays it first time for Manisha Nayak there. Rashmi hustling for the ball. Sumitra Sahu. Manisha Nayak. Trying to find the run of Rashmi there and gets dispossessed. Deepa gives it away eventually. So that's the point that we've been trying to make, Swapna Moy, because whenever they have got the ball, while trying to move it further forward, your during progression, they have lost it quite comfortably in the end. They'll have to try and keep that composure going forward and try and get Subrata, Manisha involved as much as possible, because they've been their silver lining so far in the last few games they've played Sports Odisha, but nothing has come, especially from the midfield.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the way they're playing, Rashmi, she is completely standing there alone, no support for her. And if you lose ball so much in the middle of the park, it becomes too difficult. This can be a good chance. Shooting distance, that is. But she will still look for options. Shot there. That one was quite away. The goalkeeper collected that one. And now we are seeing Odisha FC. They are playing short passes. Just look at the difference of the games between the two teams. On one hand, Odisha FC, they're keeping it short, trying to make as less as miss pass as they can. On the other hand, if you look at the way the Sports Odisha team is playing, they're making lots of miss passes at the middle of the park. And when you make miss passes at the middle of the park, it becomes so much difficult for you because just look at how well coordinated the game Odisha FC is playing. One, two players very close to each other, and look at the gaps between the midfielders of the Sports Odisha team. And you have to reduce gaps if you want to gain something from it. So that's how you should first try to keep possession, because without having the possession, it will be difficult for you to score a goal against such a strong team. Because if you manage to have one or two shots, that's not enough, because this team has a very strong defense. Just look at the way they're defending. That's a long pass there for Win. Win there, chasing behind it, but that's excellent defending there by the Sports Odisha players. Throw in favor of Odisha FC. So what I was talking about, these things must be avoided, and definitely, I think in the second half we will see a much better Sports Odisha Junaid.
Well, that's right. We'll definitely hope for a better performance from Sports Odisha. I'm pretty sure Paromita Sith would love to have a better performance. They are getting thereabout and improving their game. Started with perhaps 4 defeats on the spin and salvaged a point each against Hobbs FC and East Bengal away from home. High ball there coming in from was perhaps Indumati Katiresan, I believe. Still looking for their first victory of the campaign, Sports Odisha. Grace. Come back by Rashmi. Trying to battle for the ball and concedes a foul in the process. Panya Kabiraj has got to look into the playing 11 today. Has started a few games from the bench. Panya. Of course, Gayatri Malik is the head coach today, perhaps taking in charge from Crispin Chetri. Crispin will have to sit a game out. Shown the red card, straight red perhaps in the previous fixture against Kickstart. A bit better coming in from Sports Odisha now. Yes, Subrata Sahu on the ball. Goes back for Amruta. Headed out by Grace. Panya Kabiraj battling it out to win it. Much better coordination from Sports Odisha this time. Deepa Naik trying to get the cross in. Kesset blocked on the way. Let's switch roll through for a goal kick there, Manisha Panna. So we've got about a minute and a few seconds left in the first half regulation time. It's been absolutely incredible, Shreya Huda. Hasn't been tested at all today. Right throughout the campaign, she's one of the best goalkeepers in the league this season, along with Mai Bemblin Thoy Devi. Sends in a long ball. Shreya Hura. Cleared out by Amrita. By Janvi, beg your pardon. Manya Kabiraj. Looks like it's 3 minutes that are added on. There's no one to collect it. One back by Sumitra Hembram. Referee goes to the ground there. Sumitra still has the ball. She's been really good in the last 15-20 minutes or so. Sumitra Hembram making those runs, trying to get it through to Manisha or shift it towards the right and find Subhadra Sahu. Deepa Naik plays it to the back and finds Mruta there. Mruta sends one in, but straight at Shreya Huda. We'll have to keep knocking and hope that something falls their way. Get somebody inside the box. Ramya Kabiraj. She stayed on there. Was perhaps offside. The goalkeeper had it covered all day long. Still got about 90 seconds left in the first half. Here's Amruta from the right with Sanju Yadav. Pyari trying to drop in deep and win it back. So, Swapnamoy, into the final minute of the added-on time, and how do you see the second half coming our way? Because it's just been Odisha FC right from the start. Sports Odisha have looked decent in the last 10-15 minutes or so, but nothing tangible that has come from them so far.
Definitely, till now, it has been a more or less a dull game. I don't think Odisha FC also has played as per their reputation. Definitely, they have played well, they have got the goal, but still now, we haven't seen much. Oh, that's a beautiful looping ball when they're making the run. This can be dangerous. When inside the box, shot, and that's the goal number 2 for Odisha FC. Players they're appealing for the offside, but that was a legit goal. Just look at the run. That was an excellent run made by her, and she's the class that's being shown in this match. She's being brought from abroad, and this is the type of foreigners we are hoping for. Just look at that. That was pitch perfect and a perfect number 9 finish. Any young player watching this match, he or she should try to learn from this. She made her run, she received the ball when she was on the line, and then she just moved out, and when she entered the box, she just placed it into the net. So she never tried to hit it with too much power, and that's the score line. So at the halftime, the score line stands Odisha FC 2, Sports Odisha 0. Linda's strike at the 8 minutes and Wynn's strike at the 45 plus 3 minutes have given the lead to the Odisha FC. This match has been an exciting encounter till now. Definitely Sports Odisha, they have got several chances, especially Sumitra. If she could have placed that long rangers into the net, this could have been a different story. So that's the stats of this match. Ball possession 59%, 41%, shots 7-6, shots on target 5-2, fouls 5-1, yellow card and red card no, corners 3 corners by Odisha FC, no corners, and Odisha FC were offside 4 times to 1. And definitely this clearly shows, if you look at the stats also, the inter-aggression, the inter-dominance in this beautiful. 7 shots taken by Odisha FC, out of which 4 are taken by Win, one by Grace, one by Linda, and another by Manisha. So definitely these are the 7 shots by the Odisha FC. On the other hand, if you look at the stats of the Sports Odisha, they are also not far behind. 6 shots taken by them. Hembram 2, Kumari 2, M Naik 1, and Sumitra Saw 1. So definitely they have also tried to make a comeback in this match, but unfortunately they're lacking the precision. Fouls 5 where Banna, Kishan, Linda, Mati, and Senju, all of them committed 1 fouls for the team, and definitely this hasn't been much of a physical game till now, but definitely we can see more of the things hitting up in the second half. While Sports Odisha committed only 1 foul by R Halda, things will get heated up in the second half when this Odisha derby will get spiced up. And here's the time for the highlights. So this is how the match was started. The players came in from the very start of the match. This has been a competitive affair. Both of the teams, they were looking to get that early lead, and this was the time when the ball was delivered into the box, and she made no mistake in clearing that one. And the minus into towards the second post, and Linda was just pinch perfect in placing that one at the back of the net. That was excellent minus by Mathila also. This was another time when the ball was hit straight to the keeper. This was a very good try there, but unfortunately that was not on target, and also she was off balance. This could have created danger there, but thanks to no player was there. This was another shot which was too much feeble, and it was easier for the goalkeeper to collect that one. So this was another, and this was that beautiful goal that was scored by Win. She never tried to hit that with power. She just placed it into at the back of the net, and that was goal number 2 for Odisha FC. So at the halftime, the scoreline stands Odisha FC 2, Sports Odisha 0. Stay tuned with us. We'll be back with live actions of the second half.
ওঠে লেগে যেদিকে যাবে তোমার সেই বল ওটাই হয়। আমাদের বিশ্ব আমাদের মনে হয় 2030 হলেও ইন্ডিয়া ফুটবল বিশ্বকাপ খেলতে হবে না। যে প্লেয়ারটা উঠছে এই মিডলে একটা প্লেয়ার উঠেছে না ভালো নাম করে প্লেয়ার উঠেছে নাম করা ওই প্লেয়ারটা এই তো উঠতে উঠতে পুরো হয়ে যাচ্ছে শেষে এবারে তারিখ চেঞ্জ করবো চেঞ্জ করবো যেই একটু খেলাটা হবে খেলার পরে মানে মুড়িয়ে চেঞ্জ করবো রেখে রেখে করবো তো করবো না হুড়মুড় করে করবো তাকে কিন্তু পছন্দ হয়ে যাবে ওটাতে ফিরতে হবে এই যে উড়িষ্যার 10 আমাদের ও তোমার ইন্ডিয়ান ওমেন্সের ক্যাপ্টেন প্যাকেট ছোট করে দিয়েছে দিকে না হয় প্যাকেট বড় ছিল আমার বাসে উঠলে জল খাওয়া যেতে কালকে বাসে ওঠার আগে 3বার টয়লেট খুব ভয় লাগে না জলটা খাবো কখন পেয়ে যাবে না যখন ওই 10-10 সময় যে খেতে নামবো এবার কি আমার তখন বাথরুম অলরেডি পেয়ে রয়েছে এবার কি মনে হয় ওরা 11টার সময় দাঁড়াবে ওরা চেপে রাখবো কী করে তারপর 1 ঘন্টা টয়লেটে চেপে রাখতে তোমার হ্যাঁ কেসটা ওইটাই না খাবার দিলাম না মানে পেয়ে গেলে গাড়ি তো আমার জন্য দাঁড়াবে না
Hello and welcome back once again to the Capital Football Arena. It's Odisha Derby Day. Odisha FC taking on Sports Odisha. A goal just before the halftime mark would have made them feel a little better going into the halftime break. You've got a very strong back four, but still want to protect your lead, especially when you're trying to challenge the title. Sports Odisha, of course, they've got an awful lot to do. They've got a daunting task ahead of them. Scored only 2 goals this season. Will have to score 3 to try and win this back from here on. It's not going to be easy. They have to try and stay in this game for as long as possible. They've looked decent in the last 15 minutes or so, Sports Orissa, in trying to move the ball further forward. They have to try and keep that going. One force change in the first half for Sports Orissa. Monica Mins had to leave, and Deepa Naik has replaced her in the 11. Goals coming in from Linda Kaum at the 8th minute mark and Wen Ting Tung in the final few seconds in the injury time. Couple of changes. Kartika Angamutu and Malti Munda have come on to pitch. It's going to be very interesting how the approach for the second half would be from Odisha FC. Will they go all out and score a couple more in the first 15-20 minutes or so and see this game through? Because we haven't seen anything threatening coming in from the girls in red today.
15 seconds. 10.
Right, I'm Junaid Ahmed and I'm joined by my co-commentator for this fixture, Swapnamoy Chakraborty. I suppose Orissa gets the game underway. Going from right to left on your screens, Sumitra Hembro. One back by Malti Munda. Here's Linda Kaum. With a delightful through ball, trying to find Linda there. Linda tries her best to get the cross in. There was Winthing waiting inside the box. In the Matika race. Interesting change there for Sports Orissa. The goalkeeper, Adrija, has been replaced by Spandita Das. Spandita, of course. It's a good run from Ashton Moran, getting from her left, squares it, gets it inside the box. Held on by Spandita, who started a few fixtures in the first phase of the IWL for Sports Odisha. Couple of changes coming in for both the sides, actually. Swapnamoy.
This goalkeeper change doesn't make any sense for me because if you look at the way the goalkeepers being changed, that's actually we're wasting one substitution quota unless and until the goalkeeper was playing there for Sports Odisha. She had some injuries. Otherwise, she had a decent game in the first half. Definitely, 2 goals were scored, but both of them were scored due to individual brilliances and also some defensive lapses. I think goalkeeper had a very little part to play. During the first goal, it was the two centre backs who never marked properly, and during the second goal, it was a perfect individual brilliance goal. So changing goalkeeper, I think, is a little bit foolish decision by the coach, unless and until it's a forced substitution. We have to look upon that whether she had received any injury or not. Apart from that, from the very start of the second half, we are seeing a change in the tactics because Bonia is being called out, and in her place, a new player being played. So she is taking more of a central role and she is just trying to hold on the ball. So this is an interesting change we are seeing in the second half from Odisha FC style of play. And definitely this can be a great chance. But good interception there. So this is the main problem of the sports Odisha. Whenever you were receiving ball at the middle of the park, you were trying to uh, deliver a through pass forward, but unfortunately you can't do it because of the reason that you are making mispasses. Any of the through is not proper, miscommunication, huge lapses between the midfield and the strikers. So these things will not work because you are playing in professional football, and here every player they have played at the top level. So when you are playing in professional football, you should be more and more. Just look at that one, Linda. She was trying to go up with the ball, but that was a tackle from behind, from which referee has awarded a free kick in favor of Odisha FC. So what I was talking about, you can't be so casual in professional football. You need to be a little bit. You need to have a little bit more concentration in this level of play. That's a looping ball delivered forward. This can be a great chance. That's out for a corner. Just look at the way they're just gifting out the corners because this could have been easily just placed out for a throw in or like that. So that's, I think, the fourth corner for Odisha FC. So no corners for Sports Odisha. This clearly shows. And player there getting ready over the ball. Lot of options deployed inside the box. That's a beautiful delivery towards the second post header. But the header was not at the right place at the right time. So how are you changing this transition in the style of play of Odisha FC in the second half? Only 2-3 minutes are played definitely, but still we are seeing there's a little bit of transition. So how you will rate these transitions, Junaid? We'll talk regarding it after this attack. Win into the box. Win there. Still with the ball, and that's the second goal for Win. Scoreline now, Odisha FC 3, Sports Odisha nil. What a goal that was from Win. Win is absolutely thumping the defense of Sports Odisha. Coming to you, Junaid, how you will rate this goal and how you will rate the transitions that are made in the style of play of Odisha FC.
Well, Winthing with her second of the game, toe pokes it into the corner there, and yes, they'll have to try and get back into the game, perhaps. Sports Orissa. Here's a quick look again. Lindacom winning it back from Ratna Halda there, played in by Indumati Katuresan, getting away from the defense, perhaps, and gets it away from Spandita Das, beats her to her left. They'll try and get those bodies forward. I'm pretty sure they'll try and score a couple more and put this game to bed. Brilliant option to try out a few players sitting out on the bench for Odisha FC. We haven't seen enough of Arifa Zahir, the likes of Sulekha Kanhar, Sonia Ekka. And today could just be the day where Gayatri Malik tries out her bench.
Just an interesting fact, Junaid. Just look, it's 51 minutes and Sports Odisha are getting their first corner of the match. So this clearly shows the dominance of Odisha FC in this match. And another point to make out there is that during that goal, I think the goalkeeper was there a bit of off position, for which it was easier for Win to score that one. Your opinion, Junaid?
Well, that's right. She was slightly off her line, and well, the defense could have been a little better there. Subhadra Sahu from outside the box. Shreya or Manisha Panna goes to find Winthing. Here's Astam with a long ball. Winthing has continued her run and seen out by Ratna Haldar. Manisha for Rashmi. Rashmi goes to the back. Deepa Nayak gets to the end of it. Janvi. Janvi for Amruta. Back with Rashmi again. Trying it from the right this time. Rashmi getting it inside. Manisha gets it out. Falls for Janvi, who goes through with a strike. Was always going across there. Weirdest of angles to go with a strike. They've taken 10 shots. But for all those shots they've taken so far, haven't troubled Shreya Huda at all. Sports Odisha. Zindumati. Trying to operate from the left this time. Malti Munda is on it. She's got options waiting in the middle. Winting trying to make that inward run. Gets it inside. Here's Linda Com and Winting. Gets it away from Ratna Haldar there. Winting Tong. A late dash there coming in from Kartika Angamutu. There was a turn and strike from Linda Com there. Was going wide on the left. It's just been the way that started at the moment. Swapna Moika's it's just been Orissa FC in the first 9 minutes in the second half as well.
Junaid, just look, during the previous shot also, the two defenders were standing in the same line. I don't know what they were doing, but this is the thing Odisha FC need to rectify. Sports Odisha need to rectify. Sorry for the mistake. Oh, this can be a great chance, ball into the box. But that was not a shot, not a cross. Definitely two defenders standing in the same line, and it became easier for the striker to hit that one. So definitely, I think things need to be changed as soon as possible, because in this way you can't withstand the continuous pressure. And I think Sports Odisha should up the defense a little bit, because they are defending too deep, and it's allowing a lot of space for Odisha FC actually to play passes. Just look how comfortably Odisha FC is playing passes at the midfield. Uh, it's truly it's not seen very easily in professional football. If you look how they're playing, oh, this can be a great chance, looping ball, but they need to get this passes correct, because otherwise it will be of no use. 10 shots are hit by Sports Odisha, and very few of them are actually on target. That clearly shows how they're lacking the precision, and I think they should introduce some positive strikers in the later stages of the game, because otherwise this match is completely out of their hands tonight.
It looks like it is out of their hands at the moment. Sumitra there with a decent run trying to find Rashmi. Well fended out by Sanju Yadav. Back with Malti. Trying to nick it away. They do eventually, and Rashmi wins it back. 2v1 in that corner. Looks like she has stamped her foot on Rashmi and concedes a free kick. It's going to be Janvi behind this one. Six fouls conceded by Odisha FC so far. Can they have one decent ball to try and find those red shirts? Something to salvage for in this game and in the competition, because we haven't seen enough of them. It's a good, decent delivery. Well negotiated by Shreya Huda. It was quick to restart from the left this time. Kartika to Indumati. Crisp shot passing there. Malti Munda is involved. Tries to release Linda Com, who starts from an offside position. Rise. The ref was quick to spot that, and that flag went up straight away. 3-0 is the lead as we approach an hour mark in the game. Goals coming in from Linda Kom and Win Thing Tung. 2 blows in the first half and 1 in the second so far. Good turn and run from Rashmi again. Looks like this time the ref has decided to book the player involved there. Rashmi going to the ground and is back on her feet now. Sanju Yadav hustling for the ball. Shirt pull there and getting the player down eventually, Sanju Yadav. Another free kick, another delivery inside the box. Sumitra Hembra keeps it and gets dispossessed eventually. Just look decent, Sumitra Hembram. Even in the previous fixtures, have tried to make some sort of a difference when she has come on. Another foul conceded. This time is Grace on Har. Jangvi. Still got about 30 minutes to play here in the second half. Swapna Moy, how do you see this panning out? It's been a tough day for Sports Odisha. Like we have mentioned innumerable amount of times, they haven't created any chances. We'll have to try and see out these 30 minutes because any more lapses in the back line than we are talking about in terms of 5s and 6 in terms of the number of goals conceded in this fixture.
Chances are being created by Sports Odisha. It's not like that they are not creating chances. They have already 10 shots. They are taken. Also, they are getting a lots of balls into the box. But unfortunately, they're lacking the precision, and that's important in football because without precision, you can't score even a goal. You are missing such easy. Just look at the ball possession. It's 57-43. Odisha FC has a slight advantage over Sports Odisha, but the scoreline is not saying about a slight advantage. It's 3-0 already. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. And that's excellent defending there. Win. She's showing her appreciation towards that ball. And that will be a corner in favor of Odisha FC. Problems piling up there for Sports Odisha. Faishma there. Kartika there on the ball. Excellent delivery. Again, a mistake there by the goalkeeper. She dropped the ball into the box, and that's not expected of her. And this is a great chance of a counter in front of Sports Odisha. What they do, she's going up with all her might. But miss pass again. So, Junaid, just look, you will. That's the answer to the questions. Why Sports Odisha, still after creating chances, they are unable to score even a single goal because they are doing a lots and lots of miss passes. At the middle half or at the up, if you make such miss passes, no one can help you. You have that potential to attack. You have taken 10 shots, but you are not controlling the midfield. You are defending too deep, and this is creating the main problem. Throw in there. We'll talk regarding it after this attack. That's a looping ball forward. So, Junaid, another interesting question for you that, okay, we'll talk regarding that after the attack. Oh, tackle from behind. She is asking for a foul, but referee says play on. So, another important question. What changes do you think Sports Odisha should bring in their team? What options the coach has at his firepower in order to be introduced at the latter stages so that Sports Odisha can make a turnaround. They can get at least 1 or 2 in this match.
Well, they have made those changes. Not quite sure if there are any sitting out on the bench. There's Pratima, of course, who plays as a forward in the setup. But of course, they have started with the best 11 that they possibly thought of. Still a young team. They are a work in progress. I'm pretty sure they will come back stronger in the remaining fixtures as well as in the next edition. Rashmi on the ball. Finds Manisha Nayak. Delightful touch there to find Rashmi again. Well defended, well martial art in the end by Sanju Yadav once again. Sanju Yadav, Aston Moran have been rock solid at the back along with Julie Kishan and Manisha Panna. Conceded just one goal. And they are playing their 7th game combined. Of course, the scoreline in the reverse fixture played out in December was 4-0 in favour of Odisha FC. Was again a comfortable win for them. Winthing getting a brace in that game as well, and a brace today. She's enjoyed this Odisha derby. Is that going to be a cue for another change coming in? Looks like it's going to be Bharti Das coming in for number 17, Subhadra Sahu. Subhadra, who started the previous game on the bench, got to feature in the 11th today and has been taken out at 65th minute mark. Subhadra Sahu along with Manisha Nayak and Rashmi has been their silver lining. Haven't scored a number of goals to showcase that, but they have looked a bit decent. There haven't been enough balls coming their way from the midfield. Still a lot to learn. Pretty sure they will come back stronger, these girls. Yes, both Odisha. Through Shibani for Manisha. Manisha leaves it off for Sumitra Hembram, firing out for the ball with Kartika Angamu. Looks like that has been given in favor of Odisha FC there. In the Matika Teresa being fed by Winthing Thong there and wins herself a throw-in. 65 minutes in. 3 goals struck by Odisha FC separates these teams. Stays onside, gets it inside the box. Chance now! And a miss kick there from Malti Munda. Couldn't sort her feet out eventually. She was unmarked there on the far post. Still got about 24 minutes left in the second half and in the game. Swapna Moy. You see any slightest of possibilities for Sports Odisha to get one back. And there's a chance now for Manisha! Gets a goal back, Manisha Nayak. An opportunity opened up for her. And slotted home. Can't maintain the clean sheet, Shreya Huda today. A lob ball inside the box. Continued with her run. Got away from Julie Kishan there. And all she had to do perhaps was get it to the right of Shreya Huda. And that's exactly what she has done. Manisha Nayak, for the second time this season, gets on the score sheet for Sports Odisha. A bit of a hope there, Swapna Moy, for Sports Odisha to try and make a comeback into the contest. Dare I
Definitely,
say that?
this is the thing I was talking about, bro. Just look at the way Sports Odisha combined during that goal. They made that pass forwards, and Manisha just took it up. She played like an absolute goal poacher. She made her position, and after that, she just scored from there. It's an absolute joy to watch that goal. And the scoreline now stands Odisha FC 3, Sports Odisha 1, and that's another tap. Again, another chance there for Sports Orisha. Can Sports Orisha take advantage of that? Oh, that was a beautiful tackle there. Sports Orisha, they're trying to make a comeback, but things are getting difficult here. Winder standing unmarked, but she couldn't manage to understand the pace of the ball. Call for a handball there, but referee says play on. Again, another physical battle there between two right backs. Definitely, you should try to watch this match. For any young player who are watching this match, should look at the finishes done by Manisha and win. This can be a thing to learn for any aspiring footballer. It's absolute joy to watch. And Junaid, from this can be a turning point in this match because with a goal now, Sports Orisha has found a newfound belief, a newfound confidence, and they can use that one out. Oh, another chance, their ball into the box, but intercepted by the defenders. So Junaid, how you were expecting Sports Orisha to make a comeback? Oh, another chance. We'll talk regarding it after this attack. Sports Orisha, they're maintaining the possession very well. That's a ball to the right wing. Cross will definitely be delivered. Oh, cross has came, but there's no one at the coveted position. Still, the scoreline is Odisha FC 3, Sports Odisha 1 in this Kolkata derby, Junaid.
Well, that's right. And Sports Orissa salvaging something from this game. They haven't scored enough goals in this campaign. It was only their third. Of course, it's a pretty strong side in Orissa FC they are up against today. Wentingtong for Linda Khan there. Linda waiting for the options to arrive. Decides to go with Kartika Angamutu. Beg your pardon, Indumati Kathuresan there. Here's Kartika Angamutu involved. Wenting wins it back. Wenting with a strike! Goes wise of the post there, and slight bend on it would have made things really interesting. Vying for that hat-trick is Wentingtong. Linda for Wenting again. Wenting targets a run of Malti Munda, who couldn't quite keep the ball. Does it eventually now. Gets it away from Amruta there. Still holds on to it. And well marshaled in the end and has stopped that cross from coming in by Amruta, perhaps. Concedes a corner in the process. "18 minutes and a thick bit left in the game. Can they score one more and put this game to bed? Odisha FC. It's going to be Kartika behind this one. She's got a lot of options inside. Rashmi eventually gets it away. Sanju Yadav against Manisha Naik. Decides to go back to Julie Kishan. Ashton. Manisha Panna. For Malti Munda. Swinting now. Lobs it over the defense now for Malti. Malti has got Linda waiting in the middle. Shields it. They've got it away. Back comes the ball from Kartika Angamutu there. Falls out for Rashmi. who has released Deepa Nayak. Deepa one on one with Manisha Panna towards the right. Turns and gets it away. Here's Rashmi. She's got Manisha Nayak. And all that has come down to nothing. Here's Sumitra. Get it away eventually. Sumitra again. Again with all that build up. Here's a chase now. Pandita had read it. Clears it away quite comfortably in the end. Again, the ball progression hasn't seemed to be coming in from Sports Odisha. They have lagged clearly. Of course, it's going to be testing times when you play the likes of Odisha FC. It's going to be another quick drinks break. Set of instructions will be thrown in for both the sides. Indumati Kathiresan early on in the first half. Getting it nice and low for Linda Com. There's a second one. Kept it low away from the goalkeeper Adrija there. And here's Manisha. A good decent strike to get her second of the campaign and first for Sports Odisha today. Swapnamoy, 15 minutes still to go in the contest, and do you see it's going to end the way it is at the moment? 3-1 victory for Odisha FC, or do you see more goals coming in from them?
The way in which Sports Odisha is leaving dangerously down there, it could be anything. 4-0, 5-0, 5-1, 4-1. So the scoreline can be anything, because the way in which Odisha FC is attacking, these things can be truly very much difficult for Sports Odisha. And also they're making a lots and lots of defensive lapses. Just look at this one. And another ball into the box by Win. This can be a great chance. Ball into the box, but that's headed out. Corner in favor of Odisha FC. So this player Win is causing havocs into the defense of Sports Odisha, and the young players of Sports Odisha need to learn a lots and lots of things, because unless and until you learn, and that is why they are playing, because these games with professional teams, this is a important, can be an important learning step for them. And definitely we are seeing that's the seventh corner for Odisha FC, and short corner, these things sometimes gets dangerous. Cross delivered into the box. Oh, that was almost a that almost had become a pass for Win. Corner again, back-to-back second corner for Odisha FC. So things are getting difficult here for Sports Odisha. Eighth corner of the match for Odisha FC. So that clearly shows how Odisha FC has dominated the game. That's a ball delivered towards the second post. Headed, still a chance is there. Oh, again, now Sports Odisha, they're going on a counter. This can be deadly. Sports Odisha, they're maintaining the possession very well. Sports Odisha, Manisha, they are on the ball. And that's a throw in favor of Sports Odisha. Sports Odisha need to deploy more people into the midfield, because they are defending too deep. I was telling this from the very start of the match, and this is allowing lots of space to maneuver for this Odisha FC team. So definitely they should change their tactics, else the match will go completely into the hands of Odisha FC, like this one. Again, Odisha FC, they are going on a counter. And look at the space they're getting in the midfield. Just look at that space between the defense and the midfield. Oh, when they are on the ball. So, Junaid, another interesting question. How this midfield problem can be solved for Sports Odisha? We'll talk regarding it after this attack. Again, another chance. Lofted delivery. Player there, but she is offside. So how to solve this midfield problem? Because there's acres of gap between the defense and the midfield. If you look like, do you think one pivot man can be employed by the coach of Sports Odisha in order to solve this problem?
Well, they started with 4-4-2. Perhaps I have made a few changes. They probably have to try and get the passing game going. Don't lose the possession when they get it back. It's a 4-4-2 versus 4-3-3 today. Can she get the strike away, Rashmi? Sanju Yadav eventually gets it out. Good interception by Ratna Halda there. Otherwise, with that inward run coming in from Vinting, she was going to chance. Here's a chance now for Manisha. Perhaps she was flagged offside. A goal now for Sports Odisha will definitely make things a little more interesting in this fixture. Odisha FC, of course, one of the clear favourites along with Gokulam Kerala to win this edition of the IWL. Got a lot of experience on the pitch. A lot of India internationals in their ranks. Shreya Huda. Again from the back. Ashton for Vinting. Trying to get it away from Shabani there. Has assistance in Kartika Angamutu. Does well to keep it eventually, but gives it away to Shimitra Hembram. Who squares it up for Chanvi there. Rashmi. Tries to release Deepa Nayak there. Rashmi, in fact, ends up putting a bit more weight behind that one and goes straight through to Shreya Huda. Rashmi has got some space in front of her. Turns and gets to the end of it eventually. Deepa Nayak, but Sanju Yadav is right up there. Maldi. Zindumati now. Back with Malti Munda. Again, they get dispossessed. It's a good ball now for Indumati Gathiraisen. On the counter goes Sports Odisha. Ratna Halda there. Linda Com. The tempo has slowly dropped down a bit from Odisha FC. They're trying to make things happen. He's been caught offsides a few occasions. Astor. Kartika. Sent in by Grace. So we've got about 7 minutes to go in the contest, Swapnamoy, and by the looks of it, looks like it's going to be an easy win for Odisha FC. Yes, Sports Odisha have got a goal back. If they can get one more, will make things a bit interesting, but the way it's been played out, it's a long range The way it's being played out looks like it's going to get way too comfortable as we approach another 7 minutes or so remaining in the contest.
Definitely, they will not get a goal with such an approach. Just look at the way they took the shot. It was too casual down there. Esembram, she had 4 shots, but you should be a little bit more cautious. Oh, there's a miss pass, and this can be deadly. But there's no one actually. Look how deep Sports Odisha is playing. And these things will really create trouble because when you are playing too deep, it actually allows opposition to play their natural game. Uh, Yesterday at the Kolkata Derby, also the same thing happened when the equalizer took place. So you shouldn't do that. You should press your opponent continuously, and that's how, because otherwise these things will become difficult. And as the match will progress slowly, Odisha FC will start wasting their time. They will try to buy some time out with changes, with injuries, and everything during set pieces, and this will just break the normal tempo of the game. So it's and 3-1 margin, it's very difficult to make a comeback in this match with this, because all 2 goals margin is enough in the last 7 minutes. Until and unless something miraculous happens, this match is already in the hands of Odisha FC. I can see them increasing the lead in the coming moments, but Sports Odisha, they have very little chance of making a comeback, Junaid.
Well, that's right. We've got to sort out some of the problems they are facing, especially with the ball progression and in transition, trying to hold up the ball, try to control the game, win those 50-50 chances. Passing hasn't been that great right throughout the campaign for Sports Odisha. They've looked decent in the last couple of games, especially when they played against Hops and East Bengal. But against quality sides, they have struggled clearly. And today was one such a display coming in from them. Pretty sure Paramita Seth will have a word with her players. Will have to try and get back to the drawing board and sort things out. Ratna Halder tries to see out Astamaran there. Sumitra. She's looked decent whenever she's tried to move the ball forward. Sumitra is Bharti Das. Back to Sumitra. Get it out eventually from there. Bharti for Manisha with a heavy fast touch there. Manisha retains it eventually. There's a right call there being made from Paramita Seth. Dropped in deep and had no options for Manisha and I to try and pass that ball. Winting, the space in front of her. Linda Combe, Winting continued her run. The ball had been a bit too wide towards Winting, perhaps. She would have been in with another chance for Odisha FC. Another chance for her to score her first hat-trick of the season. Chips it. Here's Winting now. Gets it inside. Well defended by Ratna Halder once again. Sumitra. Tries to get through the inward run there, Winting, Indumati. Of course, 57% of the ball is being enjoyed by the girls in black and purple. SIFC have got the ball for 43% of the times, but it hasn't been in those areas wherein they could have built onto something. There's Manisha from the left. There's Rashmi waiting inside the box. Shibani with a cross. They've got it away, Odisha FC. Back with Indumati. Ashtam for Winthing. Goes back to Grace. All the build-ups have begun from the back, involving Grace Honor or Indumati Katures. And here's Malti Munda trying to get away from Amrita. Does well eventually and gets it out. Rashmi now. Manisha. Rashmi shifts it towards the left. Sumitra. Sumitra against Ashtam. From the distance goes Sumitra. Perhaps nothing behind that one. Looks like it's going to be the way it is at the moment. 3-1 for Odisha FC. Swapnamoy. There's another change being made. Arifa Zahir has come on in place of Winthing Tung. Winthing will have to be content with the brace that she has managed in this game.
It looks like Odisha FC is increasing the number of men they had in the defense, and they will definitely go into a defensive shell as the match will progress. Because if we look at the current scenario, they were 3-1 up, so definitely they will not like to just get into the game, just make it 3-2 or 3-3. So for which they will increase their defensive solidarity. And they have done that. They have increased. They have introduced Arifa. Arifa, she has played his part in the earlier matches also, and definitely she is the man who can create danger for the opposition. Also, we are seeing Arifa into attack. She is coming on overlaps, but Odisha FC now has that extra man in the defense who can just create problems. Because see, Sports Odisha currently they will try to feed ball to Manisha, and Manisha will try to just hit them up. So things will now be more difficult for Odisha FC, and Sports Odisha currently are attacking. So 3 minutes of added time as signaled by the referee. Another attack there by Sports Odisha. Player standing in front of him. This can be a great chance. Acres of free space in front. Will she shoot? No, she had passed the ball. That's a looping ball. Oh, that's hit the bar. But still a chance is there. Still the ball is in the Sports Odisha's fit. What they will do. Oh, that one again cleared away, and now Odisha FC chance of a counter attack in front of them. Odisha FC buying out some time with short passing game. Again miss pass. This miss passes absolutely ruin the tempo of your game, because if you make as least as miss pass as you can, that will be better. Otherwise your tempo of the game is broken and you give opposition one chance to attack. So you shouldn't do miss pass at the midfield, especially because if you make miss passes there, it will definitely punish you, because from there the opposition attack start. And definitely again another chance there. That's a forward ball. This can be deadly. Player there taking his position in the left. She is looking for options. She found one in the form of jersey number 6. She is also looking for options. Will she go alone? Yes, she decided to go alone. And ultimately she found one on the right. This can be a good chance. But excellent defending. Just look at the way, Junaid, this Odisha FC team is defending. They're just defending like anything, but still the ball is in their half, and this can create danger for them. So that's how they should try to control the game. They should take control over the midfield, because this can be deadly. Definitely 1.5 minutes still left. Definitely Sports Odisha, from here it will be difficult for them to win. Oh, shot from distance, but that went out. So from here it will be difficult for them to win. But if they reduce the goal margin at the end, we all know that goal margin will also matter. Just look at that one. That just hits the bar. That was a looping ball. Again, another chance there. Oh, that was that shot. So Odisha FC, they have to just get out with 40 seconds in this match. Against Sports Odisha, they have got the ball. They're maintaining the possession very well. Oh, pressure there for the ball, and she is successful in getting it. That's again a shot from distance, but it went up and high. Goal kick in favor of Odisha FC. Our Kumari, she had taken 6 shots still now in this match. So that's definitely how that shows, but none of them are actually on target. Sports Odisha should be more precise because otherwise things will get more difficult in the coming matches because in the upcoming matches they have to face more difficult opponents. Again, another chance. This can be the last throw in the dice in this match. And that's when cleared away. And that's the end of the match. At the end of the match, the scoreline stands Odisha FC 3, Sports Odisha 1. Linda scored at the 8th minute and wins at 45 plus 3 and 50th minute has given Odisha FC the lead. On the other hand, Sports Odisha got their only goal through Manisha. So this has been an exciting encounter till now, and we will be hoping to get more and more of such matches in the coming days. We will like to look at the stats, how things stand. Definitely, it has been Odisha FC who has dominated this match, but that's not all. The scoreline is definitely 3-1 ball possession 56%, 44%. Sports Odisha had more shots 17-13, but look at the precision. Out of 13 shots, 7 shots of Odisha FC were on target, but for Sports Odisha it's only 3. So that clearly indicates why they have lost this match. Fouls 9-3, yellow card, Odisha FC has received 1 yellow card, corners 8-1. So definitely, now we will definitely look at the standings. Odisha FC goes to the top with this win with 19 points from 6 wins in 7 matches. Then Gokulam Kerala FC on 17 points, Kickstart on 14, Hops 10, Setu 7, East Bengal FC on 4, and Sports Odisha languishing at the bottom with 2 points. So we are here at the dead end of the league. 13 shots taken by Odisha FC, win with 6 shots. Glinda 2, Chris 1, Karthika 1, Kishan 1, and Malati 1. So Win, she had a fair share of attacking prowess today for Odisha FC, and she had just thumped the defense of Sports Odisha. On the other hand, if you look 17 shots, out of which R. Kumari had 6 shots, then Subhadra Hembram 5, Che Kishan 2, M. Naik 2, and Subhadra Shahu 2. So that clearly shows how Sports Odisha, they also tried to get a goal, but unfortunately they lacked that precision that is needed. Fouls, 9 fouls committed, out of which 2 by Grace, 2 by M. Marty, 2 by Sanju, 2 by Banya, 1 by Banya, 1 by Kishan, and 1 by Linda. So this hasn't been a too physical game. There were some brawls definitely involved at the middle, but that hasn't really obstructed the tempo of the game. On the other hand, Sports Odisha, they had 3 fouls, one by R. Halda, one by Hembram, and another by A. Naik. So that's the story of this match, and now we will be looking at the highlights. So, how this match started, how it all progressed. So, here's how it was a gloomy afternoon here, and players there arrived on the pitch. They were very much determined to win this game, and here's how it all started. This was the first chance in the match. That was excellent delivery there, and absolute thumping goal. Just look at that delivery by Mathila. She was pinch perfect, and Linda made no mistake to slot that one past the net. This was a very good free kick taken, but it lacked the power that is needed. This was another chance which went in vain due to Win losing out the balance. This was a defensive lapse which could have been converted to goal if the players of Odisha FC had been a little more. This was a too feeble shot that was collected too easily by the goalkeeper of Odisha FC. Here's another excellent covering there, and this was that thumping goal by Win that made the scoreline 2-0. And this is how the first half ended. In the second half, also, oh, this was another chance. Second half, they tried from the very first of the match. This was a good clearance there, and this was another goal. The goalkeeper was there. If you look at, she was a little bit off position. She was a little bit confused where the ball is going to win, and as a result, she couldn't really predict the trajectory of the path, and for which she was considered a goal. This